is the queen. It can move diagonally and horizontally backwards, or anything it can move like this. And capture that star like this. Even the farthest square on the board, he can. I'm gonna capture that star. So let's try it again. Can move diagonally like this, or horizontally like this, and vertically like this. If the square is free, your queen is free to move it. I'm gonna capture that star, and that's star. So this is the most powerful piece in chess. So you better use it wise. Let's try it again. So we completed the queen. Now we're gonna talk about the king. King is the most important piece in chess, but it's not kinda powerful like the queen. It can only move one square per move in any direction. Let's try it. Like this. Look at this. 8 squares from its position. It's not like queen. It can move really far. But in endgame, king is the most powerful, because in endgame you can determine the win or loss in the game. And also in endgame, don't forget to use your king, because in endgame, if there are no queen in the board, you can freely go whatever you want. Use your king as a fighter. So next we get this tricky horse or knight. See it? The knight is a tricky piece. He can move this, but not this. Like L shape. 1 2 3, or 1 2 3 2 3, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's like an L, but every move it changes squares. So we have the light square, and now we get dark square. Be careful with the knight because it's so tricky that you can see it anytime. You can fork the Royal Majesty, the Queen, and the King. And if that, you lose the game. In some case, because you will be up on material. And most important, this is the piece that can jump over his allies or enemies, because it's a horse, it can jump, but in the opening can be used. So on the first move, even not the pawns. Knight is a good stopper for a pass pawn because it can move freely, then be active at that square while guarding that square. So we have mastered the knight, and now we'll add the pawn. It's said pawns are weak, but they pack a lot of potential. Like this, a pass pawn can be dangerous without a card because he can move freely one square ahead and be a new piece. That's called the pawn promotion. Your pawn reached the end of the board. It now promotes to a stronger piece. Select the piece you want. In popular case, we gotta get the piece queen, and not the knight and the knight, not the rook, and not the bishop, So if you promote to a knight, rook, or bishop, it's called under promotion. But it's a queen, so we call promotion. And there's a powerful piece in the world. But be careful of your pawn move because every pawn move, it creates weaknesses. The pawn can move one square only at forwards and capture diagonally one square, like this or this, and cannot go backwards. Let's try the knight. So you gotta see how capture pawn, or how pawn captures, like this. Gotta get the rook. remember, you have 8 pawns in the board, so you can use it. So, for this pawn, if the pawn is on the 7th rank, like this, or on the 2nd rank, in white pieces, you can move it 2 squares ahead for the first move, like this. Then, after that, only 1 square ahead. The pawn is the protector of your pieces, so use it wisely. So we gotta have the rook now. It is a powerful piece too. So let's try it. A rook moves straight lines only. Means horizontally, backwards, and vertically. Not like the queen, he can move diagonally. And not the knight, he can move L. Because the knight is the only piece that can move like L shape. I'm gonna capture that star. So next we have the bishop. Like the queen, he can move diagonally, but not the rook. He can't move vertically or straight lines, only diagonal. Some called it a sniper because like this, you can imagine how he target that. So remember, after each game, you have 2 bishops, a light squared one and a dark squared one. The light square is only moved at the light square, and the dark square can only move at dark squares. Remember that. Like this.